Hey, what's up, guys? King Komet here. Look, right now I see a lot of videos mocking Candace Owens. She just lost a major deal, probably at the cost of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. And I know I don't have many subscribers and will probably lose a few I have for making this video, but that's alright because here's the thing, right? When Kanye West came out and said that black people don't have control of their own voice in Hollywood and that it's a problem, many people were afraid to stand by Kanye because they might be called anti-Semitic. So all the famous actors who have respect, Morgan Freeman, Will Smith, Denzel Washington, none of them stood by him. They were too afraid. Only two people I know who stood by Kanye. That was Dave Chappelle and Candace Owens. And here's the thing, what he said is not false. If you go to Netflix right now and you type in Bollywood, you're going to see Indian movies that were written by Indians and produced by Indians, their control of their own voice. When you type in Korean movies, you're going to see the same thing. You're going to see Korean movies that were written by Koreans and produced by Koreans. They don't have any other culture or group of people to filter their media. But when it comes to us, and I'm going to make a video about this actually, we have to take our stories to Hollywood. We have to get our stories approved. And that's why I feel like you don't really see a true representation of Black American culture in media. And I think that is a major issue. And so I still support Kanye on this. I have a video from a year ago supporting him. My opinion has not changed. But with that said, Candace Owens was right there. She could have easily apologized. She could have stayed silent when he was being attacked. But she spoke up and she rode with him through the storm. And I respect that 100%. And not only that, I want to say either at that same time or shortly after, Kyrie Irving was attacked because he posted a link to a movie called Hebrews to Negroes, and he was called anti-Semitic. Now keep in mind, Kyrie Irving is part of the NBA. The NBA is over 70% black. The NBA, for all the complaints people have about athletes making millions of dollars, these organizations make billions of dollars. NBA is a popular sport. You get a lot of eyes on every game, and you can sell that ad space. So the NBA could have just stood their ground, protested until the attack stopped, and they would have easily won. But they were afraid. Everyone, even big names like LeBron James, who was a billionaire who does not need to work anymore, was too afraid to stand by Kyrie Irving. But you know who did? Candace Owens. She stood up for him and said that he's not anti-Semitic and that he did nothing anti-Semitic, which he did not. And she rode with him through the storm. And it reminds me of something I heard with people who are dealing with baby elephants, that if you drive a stake into the ground, you tie a rope, simple rope, around the stake, and the other you make a collar around the baby elephant. While it's young, it will try to fight against the rope, walk in different directions, but it realized the rope is too strong for it. So over time, as soon as it feels the slightest tug from that rope, it simply goes back to where it is, and thus, with a simple rope, you can hold a giant elephant in its place because it doesn't realize its true power. And I feel like that is what the situation is for us as Black Americans, that we have more power than we realize. And I'm not talking only physically here. I'm talking economically, even politically, and also in media if we were to unite. And so for the NBA to kind of cower out, even though you have 70% black players, was incredibly disappointing. Now, here we are in March of 2024, right? There was a rabbi making false accusations against Candace. So she brings him on to have a discussion, and he expects her to bow down like every other black has. The Whoopi Goldbergs, the Nick Cannons, the Kanye West. But she didn't. She didn't apologize. She stood on her ground and refused to let every little thing be called anti-Semitic. And because of that, she lost everything. And people were taking this opportunity to mock her when in reality, this should be a major concern, that you could lose your career and it be deemed just simply for refusing to be a slave. So this should not only be a concern to Americans who supposedly are champions of free speech, but especially Black Americans who already face one slavery. To be in a position where you have to do as you're said or else is a different type of slavery. So this should be a major concern. So I'm surprised to see so many black people attacking her. And I know people don't like her because they feel she attacked the black community. But here's the thing, holding someone to a standard is not attacking them. Now, it's easy for me to say because I was in the army, and it was pretty common there to be held to a standard, and if you didn't meet the standard, you were corrected. But say, for example, we're friends, and I start eating a lot of fast food. I'm gaining weight. I'm depressed. No girls are into me. I'm not happy with my image, and so I eat more to feel better and I'm just gaining weight. For you to say, hey, I see you're struggling with your weight, maybe you should clean up your diet and hit the gym, that's not attacking me. You know, that advice might not be nice, but it's actually helping me. If we're in school together and I don't study, I just play video games all the time, I want to, just relax, have fun, my grades aren't doing well, now I'm feeling depressed again. For you to say, hey, you know what? This course really isn't too difficult. If you just take time to focus, play less games, spend less time on social media, you'll actually do good in school. That might not be nice, but it's not an attack. You're actually trying to help me. That's sound advice. So I see that a lot of content Candace has put out is just that. It isn't attacking the Black community, but it's holding us to a standard. And then people get offended for that when they shouldn't. But anyways, I made this video to say, Candace, I know you're probably not going to see this. I'm a tiny YouTuber, but as a fellow Black American, I just want to say you have my 100% support. Don't think all Blacks are against you. I'm with you 100%, just as you were with Kanye, just as you were with Kyrie. And you could have easily, bowed down. You could have been, another Black who can be told what to say, forced to apologize. But you refuse to do so. And in just that one act alone, you've done more than all of current Black Hollywood. So I know this is a rough time for you. Maybe you're feeling a bit embarrassed or depressed, but know that there are still plenty of Black Americans who support you and who love you. So salute to you.